What is TRAIN? The Tax Reform for Acceleration and Inclusion, or TRAIN, is the first package out of 5 packages of the Comprehensive Tax Reform Program. What are the things affected by TRAIN law? Lowering personal income tax for all the taxpayers except the richest. Those with annual taxable income 250,000 or 21,000 pesos monthly are exempted for income tax. Husband and wives who are both working can benefit from a total of up to 500,000 in exemptions. Let's take a look with this example. Minimum wage earners won't feel the effects as they're already exempt from paying taxes. But if you're earning a bit more than minimum, you still feel the difference as you won't be paying taxes anymore. In addition, the first 90,000 pesos of the 13th month pay and other bonuses will be exempt from income tax. Estate tax. A flat tax rate of 6% based on the net value of the estate plus the standard deduction is increased to 5 million from 1.7 million. For the petroleum excise tax per liter for specific fuel products, LPG, diesel, kerosene, gasoline, asphalt, lubricating oil, paraffin wax, and refined fuels. Sweetened beverage tax. Tax imposed on sweetened beverages, 6 pesos per liter for beverage using caloric and non-caloric sweeteners. 12 pesos per liter for beverages using high fructose corn syrup. Self-employed and professional taxpayers earning below 3 million pesos have the option using the TRAIN's new tax table or going for an 8% flat tax rate on gross sales and receipts. Self-employed and professional taxpayers with gross sales or receipts of 500,000 pesos and below will be exempt from 3% tax. Automobile excise tax. Pickups, commonly used for commercial and agricultural purposes, and electric vehicles will be exempt from excise taxes. Hybrid cars will be taxed at half the rates. VAT. Businesses with total annual sales of 3 million pesos and below are exempt from paying VAT. Of taxes, among them personal income taxes, value-added tax, estate and donors tax, other percentage taxes, excise tax, and documentary stamp tax. These levels are collected on all types of revenue except when these are exempted by the Bureau of Internal Revenue. It is our personal responsibility to know which tax we should pay and to compute it correctly. Forgetting to file and pay our taxes, whether willfully or otherwise, is considered a crime. First, they ensure that we receive our basic needs. Taxes answer for all government's expenditures, including the running of those agencies that make it possible for us to access basic necessities and services. This includes water, power, roads, airports, and even the metro rail transit. When tax revenues are low and government limits its budget for these services, we will ultimately suffer with poor delivery of basic services. Second, they help keep us safe. Our taxes are used to pay for the salaries of military personnel and policemen who keeps us safe and keep peace and order in our country. Because of tax revenues, both the training and equipment of security forces are upgraded, putting them in a better position to defend us. Third, they keep business costs low. When the government is able to collect enough taxes, it does not suffer a revenue shortfall, which can otherwise affect the country's economic fundamentals and prospects. When our economic fundamentals are weak because of low tax collections, investor confidence softens, therefore affecting the business environment and raising our country's risk rating. This in turn translates to higher interest rates, which can only make it harder for us to do business individually. Fourth, they help ensure a better future of our children. Our taxes pay for the salaries of teachers in public schools and fund the construction of school buildings, as well as the procurement of books and school supplies. Education is a great enabler and equalizer, opening up opportunities that otherwise would not exist for the poorest of the poor. By paying our taxes, we are able to educate our children and the future generation of Filipinos. Fifth, they help the poorest of the poor. Taxes fund government assistance for the poorest of the poor. Taxes on alcohol and tobacco, for instance, have been used to fund PhilHealth, the state health insurance fund. Taxes also fund the conditional cash transfer program, which give poor families a monthly allowance as long as they keep their children in school. When government service suffer, the poorest of the poor are hardest hit because they do not have options.